Back in 1985, there was no such thing as electronic trading. So I learned how to operate the big old teletype machines, the big black things. In 1992, Spear, Leach, and Kellogg decided they wanted to start an electronic trading product, which eventually became Ready. So I sort of stepped into it because of my past, and I saw the tremendous impact it could have on the market.
I started as a financial institutions investment banker, and for the first 5 years from 1994 to 1999 I worked on banks and brokerages. But quickly I realized that there was a tremendous amount of technology enabling Wall Street, and I quickly became an investment banker focused on the financial technology arena. After 2001 I actually got out of banking and went onto the operating side to really try and understand and learn more from an operating and managerial standpoint what this technology thing meant for Wall Street. I put my head down, ended up being lucky enough to focus and work with 2 successful fintech companies before starting SenaHill in 2013.
Justin and I saw this opportunity to take our past experience and create a firm that was going to enable the next generation of technologists and innovators. We wanted to help the transition of somebody who had an idea to bring it to fruition. Our model is predicated on us doing what we said we were going to do. That we will put together metrics with the companies and we will have to earn our extra shares.
We put in some initial capital and we get involved to help with the governance and the strategic planning for the business. But we have a team that's called the Business Acceleration Team. And what they do is they only get involved post-investment. And they really spend time with the company, getting to understand the pricing model, the product roadmap, trying to understand distribution partnerships, anchor tenant relationships. And we get in there as kind of an executive or an operating overlay to really help kind of achieve that and bridge the gap to try and help them get there quicker, faster, better than they otherwise would without us.
The way Wall Street's supposed to work is there's supposed to be a front end and a back end. A big middle office was created because of the lack of the front end and the back end to be able to communicate with each other. And you have all of these various ledgers that sit in between. What blockchain can do is blockchain can actually move the front and back either right where they belong or very close to where they belong. So I don't think it's hype. I think it's reality. I think it has to be introduced into Wall Street in a way that makes people feel comfortable. It can't be too disruptive. It's got to be additive. We are wholehearted big believers in the blockchain or a distributed ledger. If you just look at it as a distributed ledger, I think it's less frightening of a term.
I think where the IP and where the innovation is going to come is what sits on top of the blockchain. Everybody's wondering about kind of how are we going to communicate in this kind of mass way that everybody buys into, and I think a lot of the major financial service companies will create that utility or storage layer between them in some way, shape or form 5 years from now. I think the question is going to be what are the apps or the smart securities or the other type of opportunities where the information set is able to really make Wall Street or other industries more efficient. You know, I think one example is the smart security. Being able to pre-program an entire issuance in a smart security on top of the blockchain, understand and take advantage of the benefits that help with settlement, clearing, custody, etc. through the distributed ledger system, I think is a way to think about it. And that's where I think the innovation will come. And that's what people are just starting to think about right now. And that's what I think is really exciting about this proposition.